My name's Joe Mazarez. I'm with the Chula Vista Library in California, and I'm doing an excerpt from the autobiography of Malcolm X, as told by Alex Haley. It was published in 1964. And I'm reading it because earlier's keynote speaker is his youngest daughter and the just recent passing of Yuri Kochiyama. Mecca. The pilgrimage to Mecca, known as Hajj, is a religious obligation that every Orthodox Muslim fulfills, if humanly possible, at least once in his or her lifetime. At one gathering at another college or university, usually in informal gatherings, perhaps a dozen generally white-complexioned people would come up to me, identifying themselves as Arabian, Middle Eastern, or North American Muslims who happen to be visiting, studying, or living in the United States. They had said to me that my white indicting statements notwithstanding, they felt that I was sincere in considering myself a Muslim, and they felt that I was exposed to what they always call true Islam. I would understand it and embrace it. Automatically, as a follower of Elijah Muhammad, I bridled whenever this was said. But in the privacy of my own thoughts, after several of these experiences, I did question myself. If one was sincere in professing a religion, why should he balk at broadening his knowledge of that religion? I telephoned my Muslim friend, as he had asked, and the Hajj party of his friends was waiting for me. I made it 8 of us, and they included a judge and an official in the Ministry of Education. They spoke English beautifully and accepted me like a brother. I considered it another of Allah's signs that wherever I turned, someone was there to help me, to guide me. Packed in the plane were white, black, brown, red, yellow people, blue eyes and blonde hair, and my kinky red hair, all together, brothers, all honoring the same God Allah, and in turn giving equal honor to each other. For some in my group, the word was spreading from seat to seat that I was a Muslim from America. Faces turned, smiling toward me in greeting. A boxed lunch was passed out, and we ate that. The word that a Muslim from America was aboard got up into the cockpit. The captain of the plane came back to me. He was an Egyptian. His complexion was darker than mine. He could have walked in Harlem, and no one would have given him a second glance. He was delighted to meet an American Muslim. When he invited me to visit the cockpit, I jumped at the chance. The co-pilot was darker than he was, and I can't view the feeling it gave me. I had never seen a black man flying a jet. That instrument panel, no one could ever know what all of those dials truly meant. Both of the pilots were smiling, treating me with the same honor and respect I had received ever since I left America. I stood there looking through the glass at the sky ahead of us. In America, I had ridden in more planes than probably any other Negro, and I'd never been invited up into the cockpit. And there I was, with two Muslim seatmates, one from Egypt, the other from Arabia, all of us bound for Mecca. With me, up in the other pilot's cabin, brother, I knew Allah was with me.